Hello, welcome to Excel Highway, your one-stop shop for all your Excel needs. Today, I want to share with you a food cost calculator that I created. This can help you understand what kind of target price you need to set so that you maintain that percentage of food cost as you want, based on whatever ingredients you have and whatever you paid for them. Though the file has a few different sheets, there are the recipe sheets, in this case an example of salmon curry and chicken soup. There's the blank sheet, which is the template where we start things off. There's the ingredient cost, which shows all the ingredients and what was the cost to buy them. And the unit of measures, this is the sheet that tells us how to convert between different units. So let's get things started. You start off with the blank sheet, and as the directions over here, you just have to click on the duplicate sheet, and of course this is VBA, and I can share with you in the end perhaps how to do that. It's pretty simple. So once you click the button, it duplicates this sheet and deletes the button. The next step, you have to change the recipe name. So let's say salmon, and you see automatically the sheet name changes. That's also VBA. And now I'm going to start filling in the ingredients. So I'm going to put in salmon, for example, and quantity, and I select the unit of measure like pound, and give it a yield. And you see immediately I have an NA and an error telling me the ingredient was not defined. So what that tells me is I have to go to ingredient and check if I have a line for salmon, and I don't. I have different other things. So I need to add salmon. Let's say one quantity. Let's say I bought six pounds for $120. So that means every pound costs $20, which is this column. And over here on the right is the conversion. So for each unit, depending on what you select, it's going to convert the unit of measure matching, the same, let's say field, so weight or volume or per unit. So you see pound converts to ounce and vice versa, teaspoon, tablespoon, cup, and gallon, and unit is the unit. So now that I added salmon and pound, you can see that the error here in salmon is blank. There's no errors. You can see the total cost is 20 USD, and the total cost with the yield is 21.05. If I change to ounce, and let's say 12 ounce, then I'm going to get a different cost. Now if I for some reason select, let's say 12 units, I'm going to get this error, the unit of measure not defined. So either I have to go over here to ingredient cost and add salmon 1 unit, so I have to change that to unit, and then it will work. Alright? So however you want to build it, those are the two errors that you need to make sure that you adjust in the ingredient cost. So then you need to define the target food cost percentage. Let's say you want it to be 35%, and the number of servings that you're going to get, let's say 6, and that's going to tell you, okay, you need to price this at $120 so that it maintains 35% food cost. Let's take a look at let's say more better example or more filled out recipe, and I took that obviously from the internet. So has a lot of ingredients, quantities, different unit measures, different yields. Here I just wanted to show how it looks when there's a mistake. So I switch from pound to unit, and it's okay, and I write water without spaces, and it's okay, and I get, for example, in this specific example, I need to price it at $14.44 to make sure I'm at 40% of the food cost. So that's basically how you build this calculator, and you can see up to 100 lines over here, which would be more than enough. I don't think you have more than 100 ingredients, but if you do, you can just add more lines and it will work. In the ingredient cost, you have about room for 300 lines. Again, you can add rows just by copy and pasting below. And if you want to change the unit of measure, you can do it here. First of all, you can change this, although I took it from online search to see that the numbers will make sense. But if you want to add, for example, little, so you have to add it as a row, you have to add it as a column, you have to add 1 to their matrix, and then you have to add, the relations. Let's say, I don't know how much that is. So 1 cup would be, 16 cups would be 1 gallon. So let's say 4 cups is 1 liter, and 0.25 liters is a cup. So you have to ask yourself, how much of this is equal to this? That's how you build this matrix. And by the way, once you did that, this is a range, okay? This is the range. I have a range here called UOM, or unit of measure. And this is what affects all of these drop-down lists. So now you see I have liter over here. And that's how you just add another unit of measure. And let's quickly take a look at the small VBA section over here. So here on the button, I have a very simple code. All it does, it copies this sheet, and using ActiveSheet copy and pasting it at the last sheet that I have open. And I'm also deleting the button because I don't want people to accidentally press, I don't want them to have this button over here. I always want them to go back to blank, which has everything zeroed out. And within the sheet, there's a code. If you right click on the name of the sheet, there's this code which gives you the dynamic option to change the name of the sheet based on the cell. So it's a very simple code. Private sub worksheet selection by val target. Basically, this line means that whenever there's a change in a range that you define, which is the target, then this code will operate. And I'm looking for the range in B1, which is the name. I'm saying if the value is null, then exit, and otherwise just give the name of the sheet, the name of the target, all right, the value. And I had this on error resume next added in, and then back to error go to 0, because sometimes, in my trial and errors, I would copy sheets and then the name already exists, and it would just stop the code from running, and I didn't want that to happen and mess up the flow of this file. So that's pretty much it. You got a recipe here, and the thing is, you can create as many recipes as you want. You just need to update this if you have more ingredients, more costs. And if you adjust the cost, then automatically this will change. So if right now this is showing at a certain cost, and a month passed and the filet salmon price increased to 40, so right now this is showing us 14 and it increased to 40, then this is going to go to 16 now because I changed the price and I don't have to do anything else. So I think that's a nice option. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a comment, subscribe, and share. I'm still posting. I'm still here. Have a good one.